It's crucial for us to comprehend our identity in Christ Jesus. To progressively unveil our true selves in Christ, we must delve into the Lord's Word, as it is through His Word that we grasp our identity, our place, our destiny, and discern our do's and don'ts. Today's lesson will be immensely insightful, prompting deep reflection and opening your eyes. Therefore, stay till the end of this message. If you're new here, please like, subscribe to the channel, leave a feedback, and hit the notification bell to not miss any updates. Let's turn to the book of Romans, where Apostle Paul imparts a powerful teaching. In chapter 8, verse 17, he states, "If we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ, provided we share in His sufferings in order that we may also share in His glory." By studying the Word, we can understand our identity. One definite truth is that we are heirs and co-heirs with Christ. However, many fail to grasp this concept. We've previously discussed inheritance here. If you've missed it, search this channel to find the Heirs message, offering unique insights. Paul acknowledges our status as heirs and co-heirs with Christ, introducing a conditional if we truly share in His sufferings, we can partake in His glory. Here lies the reluctance of many. They shy away from the notion of sharing in Christ's sufferings. What does it mean to share in Christ's sufferings? Christ, my brothers and sisters, walked this earth sinless. He was the unblemished Lamb, without fault, stain, or sin trace. As we've learned, and see the importance of staying connected here, for one message builds upon another, just as Christ faced trials and negative thoughts yet overcame, we, too, must face and overcome challenges. Thus, Christ experienced tough times and battles. Yet, some believe they shouldn't or won't endure hardships. Brothers and sisters, struggle is part of the Christian life. It's inherent to those who aspire to triumph. As previously learned, struggle is also part of Christian existence. The fight against sin and our desires is relentless, ongoing every hour of the day. I consistently encourage you to reflect, urging you to look at yourself in the mirror and have an earnest dialogue with your reflection, speaking the truths you need to hear, especially during downfalls. Facing the mirror, assert your victory, rebuff the temptation to succumb to whims, declare that you won't falter, won't keep falling, won't continue on a detrimental path. This practice is an exercise in reflection, faith, and resolve. Christ suffered, and we too partake in this suffering daily, my brother. How often have you encountered battles that seemed insurmountable? Or faced temptations you thought you couldn't withstand? These are the sufferings Christ endured. He was persecuted, my brother. Do you think being a Christian makes one universally loved? Do you believe that being a Christian will make your neighbors love you? My brother, being a Christian often gives others more reason to speak of us, especially when we stand out. For instance, a regular follower of this channel is continually nourished with the true gospel, empowering them in every aspect of life, whether familial, emotional, marital, financial, or spiritual. We learn lessons here applicable to all life aspects. And those who not only follow but also apply these teachings will make a difference in everything they do, attracting much talk, both to their face and behind their back. Being a Christian already gives more reason for people to discuss us, but let them talk, as long as we produce good fruits and stay connected to God. We aspire to partake in glory, to reach the new heavenly Jerusalem, so we cannot ignore Paul's words. This participation is conditional, not guaranteed. Why? Because not everyone is willing to endure suffering or face persecution for being Christian. There are individuals who, despite their faith, won't even disclose it to their family for fear of backlash or criticism. My brother, if you are a true Christian, walking the righteous path as we've learned, the path of the just is narrow, you're on this straight path, doing right, obeying the word, making a difference. My brother, you should fear nothing, feel no shame, instead, proudly declare, I am a Christian, a follower of Christ, I delight in my God's presence because He is alive, with me, supporting and strengthening me. Just as He was with Christ at all times, He will be with us, provided we recognize our inheritance as heirs and co-heirs, destined to receive what God has for us, what Christ attained, glory. But before glory, we inherit earthly suffering, because, my brother, I know there are days when the urge to quit is strong. Hey, there are times when one might want to give up everything. God knows and sees, yet He renews our strength, just as His word is renewed each morning. Our strength, too, can be renewed through prayer and seeking the Lord, who is always ready to assist and relieve us. He invited us to come to Him for relief from our burdens. We must not ignore this, understanding we are Christians, heirs and co-heirs with Christ, who traversed this earth and set the greatest example. Christ died to save me, and one day I will share in His glory. To reach there, I need to acknowledge that I'm currently sharing in His sufferings, because not every day is easy. Sometimes the battle seems overwhelming, not just one lion to conquer but 2, 5, 10. But my brother, stay steadfast, maintain your faith, remain in God's presence. Don't just profess faith, live it actively, stand firm, fearless, unyielding, not succumbing to worldly desires, not letting the world dominate you. Instead, dominate and overcome it, for the world is not worth exchanging for eternal glory. Do not swap eternal glory for this fleeting world. We will endure this suffering and overcome, just as Christ said He overcame the world, so can we, by believing, standing firm, seeking renewal and strength. In heaven, we'll affirm it was worth it, for God has prepared something better. Jesus said, I am going to prepare a place for you, a better place. Stand firm, remain steadfast, because a superior place awaits us. My brother, let this settle in your heart, and when challenges arise, when days are tough, remember we are heirs and co-heirs. Christ faced suffering and battles, and so shall we, not just anyhow, but victoriously, as He overcame the world. We too shall overcome and one day join Him in eternal glory. Here is another message to nourish, learn, and strengthen you. Click on this video and continue to be blessed.